everybody. I am on my way to the Mad River from Columbus, Ohio right now. As you can see, it's kind of snowing. I don't know if you can see that there. My car says it is 23 degrees right now, so it's pretty cold. Hoping the river isn't frozen over. It's been maybe a week or two since I've been able to fish it, but I'm pretty excited to get back out there. Excited to make some new videos for you guys too. I know I said I was gonna be posting one a week, and that is absolutely still the plan. I just ended up being really busy last week with, being the first week of my final semester of college. So hopefully I can get back on track. The only free day I have now is fishing on Mondays, so I'm gonna try to go every Monday, do my best to get a good video for you guys. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video today, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you when we get to the river. Alright guys, I am at the river. It is freezing out here. There's a lot of snow on the ground. Absolute brutal conditions right now. But hey, we're still here. I'm at the Pintown access on the Mad River, going to my favorite hole. There's no one here, which is awesome. My hands hurt pretty bad because it's so cold, but that's alright. We'll get through it. The hole's not iced over, so there's a plus already. Now we'll see if these trout are actually biting, because it is indeed so cold. Okay, we got a little bit of ice down here on the edge, but nothing too serious. Today I'm Euro nymphing, which I am absolutely terrible at, but I really want to get better. So yeah, we're gonna work on trying to perfect that craft a little bit today. So I'm struggling with the Euro nymphing stuff pretty hard. So if you guys have any tips, please let me know, because this is difficult. This is like pretty slow running water too, which I think is less than ideal, but I don't know. I still feel like this is the spot. There should be, and it's really windy too. So we've got a different setup on. Now it's just a zebra midge, a little indicator on it. That's it. And boom, just like that. Oh, he took off. What we got here? A little brown. It's a tiny brown. Oh, okay. Cool. Set my rod down. That was quick, literally. As soon as we switched the indicator, and just the zebra midge, we're on. So that is really cool. It is super cold out, but I'm so happy to get on the board. First fish I've caught in a while. But yeah, we're out here on the Mad River. We're catching them. I'm gonna get my phone out and get a close up for you guys. Okay, I really need to reach my hand in the water. Help you? I guess I do. All right, well, here he goes, guys. And he's out of here. Oh, damn it. That's not good. There we go. Nice little brown. Good one. Just man, these zebra midges absolutely just kill it in the winter. For the mat, pretty good one. Check it out. Hopefully you guys can see that well. Let's get him back. All right, cool. There we go. They're so much more fired up when it's cold. Better size one. Cool. I'm actually gonna step back and set my rod down so I don't drop it in the water. But that is awesome. Killing it today. Oh, okay. Cool. All right, she's going. Oh, that was good. There you go, that's a good spot. And sometimes these fish kind of like to hug the bank over there. I don't know why, especially when it's so cold out. I'm not sure why they're not just sitting in the deepest parts. There's one. Come here, dude. We're not catching any rainbows today like last time. Cool. Boom. On the Euro combo. Got him. That's awesome. I'm gonna just get this midge out and get this guy released quickly. Not gonna do too many videos or anything with him. All right, get this guy out of here. Come on. There he goes. Got one. I can't get my leader through though because it's frozen. Okay, so that's an issue. This guy might pop off. No, I still got him. Damn it. There we go. Okay. So I didn't want to break my rod tip. A little brown, but he's pretty. Oh, he's slender. Interesting. That's a small one. I mean, none of them are really that big in the mad, let's be honest, but this guy is particularly small. Let me get this midge out, bud. My guy is slippery. Cool. Check that out. Awesome. I don't know if you can see him. He's right there. He's still kind of hanging out in the water. That's cool. And off he goes, back to his spot. There we go. That one actually took the midge a bit more aggressively. Dude hammered it. Nice brown. All right, get that midge out. He's a nice brown. Pick him up, show you guys, let him go. Good size. Hopefully you guys can see him all right. Pretty good one. Getting him back. Boom, he's out of here. All right guys, so that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I know I have been fishing kind of the same spot a lot at the Mad, but for some reason at this time, that's really the only spot I'm having any luck. Today you watched me do some indicator nymphing with my nymph setup, which was cool. It was the first time I've caught fish with it, so pretty happy about it. It's nice, it's comfortable, it works well for me. So yeah, if you're looking into getting a nymphing setup, you could always look at the Redington Strike 2. I have it in a 10-foot 6 3-weight, and then I have the Orvis Hydros 2 Euro nymph reel, and it's a great combo. I think it cost me around 550, 600 bucks for the combo, so not terrible when you're considering, you know, the high price to get into Euro nymphing. It's very expensive, but yeah, you can pick that up for about 550 bucks. And while I'm driving home here, I figured I could just kind of rant about life, maybe so you guys could get to know me a little bit more. So my channel, Go Fast Fishing, I created this channel with the intention of doing some shooting sports, hunting, fishing, and eventually getting a motorcycle. And if you look through my channel, mainly at the shorts, you can see that I have done a fair amount of shooting content and fishing content. Now, I have lacked on any type of motorcycle content because I have not gotten my motorcycle yet. But just know that as soon as I'm able to afford it, and I'm hoping that's going to be this year, I will be buying a motorcycle. I did already take the MSF course in Ohio and got my motorcycle license, and I have a helmet, gloves. Still need a little bit more gear and a little bit more practice, but motorcycle content will be coming soon, and I'm very excited to do that for you guys. So I am a college student. I'm kind of old to be a college student. I'm 25 years old, and it's taken me a very long time to finish college, but I go to Ohio State. I'm a business economics major, and this is supposed to be my very last semester. Unfortunately, this semester is taking up a lot of my time. Trust me, I would rather be out fishing or even, you know, looking for a good job, but at the moment I'm stuck in school. So Tuesday through Friday I have classes and I'm unable to fish. Saturday and Sunday I have work in church and I'm also unable to fish. Mondays are the only day that I'm able to fish, and it's conflicting for me because I obviously really want to go fishing on Monday, but after that week of school and work, I'm really worn out, and it'd be nice to have one day to sleep in. But here's kind of where I'm going with this. I've noticed in life that good things come to you when you do the things that you don't want to. And what I mean by that, I don't mean doing just anything you don't want to. I mean, maybe for you it's when you have to wake up at 6 in the morning and go to a job and you don't want to do that, but when you do that, you're getting paid. Or maybe it's taking the next step and going to the gym when you're feeling tired. Or if you're running, maybe it's pushing that extra mile, pushing harder than you should just because you should be doing the hard things. And you know, in the long run, those things are gonna mold and shape you into a better man. And I think that's really important. And I think in today's day and age, there's not enough of that. People aren't concerned with that. People are too concerned with taking the easy way out. And I'm one of those people. I'm not perfect. I mess up all the time. But lately, what's been motivating me is, like I said, to just get up, and do that hard thing that you don't really want to. But you know, when you get that done, you're gonna feel good. And if there's something difficult that you need to get done on this specific day, get up and attack it right away. When your alarm goes off, get right out of bed. And it's just these little things. It's just consistency with doing the hard things over and over and over. And I feel like that's what really shapes someone into a great man. And to be fair, I don't know exactly what the whole purpose of life is, but in my opinion at the moment, I think having a family and being able to provide for your family is everything. And I also have gotten a lot more into my faith and my religion. And I know we're getting a little deep here, but I'm just driving, so I figured I would rant. I was born into a Catholic family and strayed pretty far away from my faith, and I really wasn't into it for quite a long time. I stopped going to church, I stopped praying, I wasn't really practicing my religion at all. But I knew deep down that I was still religious. I just I had gotten kind of far away from God. And it's not until the end of 2025 where I decided I wanted to start going to church again and being more in touch with my faith. And since I started doing that, it's made a huge impact on my life. It's not always something I can describe to you like as a tangible thing. Like I can't just say like, oh, I went to church and now I'm a millionaire. Like it's not something like that. It's more so the feeling, my self-confidence, my self-worth, how I treat my body and how I take care of my health, and how, you know, my mindset has shifted into less of a selfish person. And don't get me wrong, I am still selfish and I am still working on that, and I can never be perfect, but I feel like my relationship with God has been growing, and my discipline and consistency has been getting better and better, and I really feel like that's important to shaping me into the man I want to be someday. And as I'm saying this, I don't totally know exactly what kind of man I want to be one day. I know that I want to be a family man. I want to have a big family, and I want to be able to provide for my wife and take care of my dog. I want my dog to have a yard. I want, you know, all these things, and I'm not quite sure the exact plan to get there. But I do know that staying faithful in God, trusting in the process, doing the hard things when I don't want to, remaining consistent, taking care of my body, taking care of my finances, not carelessly spending, all these little things, I think if you're consistent with it for a good amount of time, compile into making you just a great person. And I think a lot of time, some people are too focused on the end goal, and they just want to see the very end. They want to see the $1 million. They want to see the Lamborghini. They want to see the big house. And I know I'm mentioning all, you know, just physical things. But in the end, I think some people need to take a step back. You still want to have your goal. I think that's great. I think a goal, there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you have to enjoy the process. You have to know that it's going to be hard, and you have to embrace that. And if you yourself believe that you're working your hardest and there's no one outworking you, I don't see how you could fail at anything. I think it's really important to embrace the grind. I mean, that may sound corny to some of you people, and that's okay, but it really is very, very important that you embrace and you enjoy the grind, even if it's not an enjoyable thing. Enjoy the thought that you're grinding towards a better you or a better future for your family. I know I just kind of went on a random rant, but that's some of the stuff that's been on my mind lately. So I've never really done that before, where I just sit here and kind of rant to the camera about whatever I'm thinking about while I'm driving. But I did like doing that, and I think I'm gonna try to incorporate something like this into most of my long form videos. And I'm not perfect, and I'm not always the best person to give you advice, but if you're listening to what I'm saying, you're taking it into account. One thing that I think you could start this week that would be overall beneficial to you in the long run, beneficial to your health, your mental health, just your overall being and your whole life, is getting closer with God. And I never want to press religion on anyone, because everyone is entitled to whatever they believe in. But for me, getting closer with God has been just an enormous help for my life. So if you're interested, I would recommend going to church, picking up a Bible. They're really cheap. Even just praying when you have some extra time. I really think that it would do wonders for your life. Now, that is going to be the end of the video. Sorry if you did not want to hear me ranting like that, but I hope you got something good out of it. I have been fishing the Mad River a lot. That's really the main place I've been going lately. I was gonna have a whole new video for you guys last week where I went to the Clear Creek in Logan, Ohio, and I was gonna try to catch some decent sized stock rainbow trout, and I could not get onto any fish at all. I got completely skunked, and I was pretty disappointed. And when I get skunked, guys, I do not post the video. So if I get skunked, that's a whole day of fishing just scrapped. So sometimes that's just how it is when you're making a lot of fishing content. You don't always catch fish. And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But with my lack of time now, it is nice that I can always go to the Mad River and usually not get skunked. I usually do just fine there. But I live in the Columbus, Ohio area, and if you guys have any recommendations for places that I should go check out and fish, please let me know. I'm always open to go check out something new. My main thing is trout fishing, but I'm always open to going bass fishing, catfishing, anything like that. And then if you have, you know, some suggestions for out of state too, let me know. As soon as I have time on spring break, I'm gonna try to drive all over the Midwest and do as much fishing and make as much content as I can. And then as soon as I graduate college, guys, I'm really gonna try to take the content to the next level. So just bear with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like or dislike about the video. Let me know if I suck at fishing. Let me know how I can be better. I'm open to all feedback, and the subscribers really help. One of my goals for the end of the year is to hit at least 500 subscribers, and I believe we're at about 139 right now. So if you could please subscribe, that would be awesome. It's my absolute dream to make fishing YouTube like my full-time job. Like, you guys don't understand how awesome and how amazing that would be. So if you're interested in possibly helping me get there one day, like I said, please subscribe. Yeah, I think that's about all I've got for you today. I do have a TikTok. You can check me out. It's CC Fly Fishing. I'll put it up on the screen. Yeah, follow over there. Yeah, and so I do post long form and short form content videos. My short form content is mainly close-up videos of the fish I'm catching, so you can see some detailed videos of brown, rainbow, brook trout, whatever I'm onto that day in my short form content. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You all have a great day.